The president also slammed for encouraging Americans to simply Google where to get a rapid COVID test. Desperate to get their hands on limited supply of COVID tests, Google test near me to track one down. Patrice, your reaction to this? I'll just quote Matt Welch of Reason magazine. He said it better than I can. Calling it a pandemic of the unvaccinated is a slogan that was unwise in July, untrue by December, and unbelievable at a time when about 3/4 of adults in this country are fully vaccinated, and we've got 1 million positive cases a day. Patrice, your reaction?
You know, Matt Welch said it very eloquently. I think what's concerning here is that President Biden continues to make this about getting vaccines when we know that there are other elements that are going to help us get through this phase of the pandemic. And actually, when will the pandemic end? You know, I would love for him to put some more time and effort into treatments around what are we providing as taxpayers through our taxpayer dollars to ensure that people who do get sick are able to recover very quickly. But again, he's just about vaccinated because that's his talking point. That is his the only thing he can rest on to say that he did something about this pandemic.
Brandon?
Yeah, I think this narrative needs to be completely restructured. Obviously, there's a push to get people vaccinated, but the whole notion that if you're vaccinated, you can eat COVID flakes for breakfast and be okay is obviously not true. People that are fully vaccinated are getting COVID. What President Trump said the other day, and I think this is more accurate and a more straightforward approach to getting this message out there, is that if you're vaccinated and you get COVID, you're probably not going to the hospital and you're almost certainly not going to die from it, but you can still get it, particularly this Omicron variant. We need these politicians, particularly Biden, to be a little bit more straightforward and honest with the American people.
It's the demonization of the unvaccinated, but also he lacks any credibility at this point. And the problem is that Biden used this as a political weapon the entire pandemic and said that we're going to get it straight. One of the biggest problems is the testing. They've had a year to get the testing straight, and where are we now? He's telling people to Google it. It's just outrageous. We'll be right back.